Mamu na akwaba at the bank TV for any nuko share the Ghana Police Service. Now it's if from Chebia and a year we George Ekuf Dampare trying to sue Akunya the Christian Tetu Yuhunu Abetina as the new current IGP. The Tifo and summer a lawyer Paul Adam Otrusa a shibu on the Tifo and Yasam Kitua. The chair was sitting in just less than 48 hours. Sika change Richer a honorable Ekuf Dampare at the court a Jubilee House someone maintaining no native for Yasam Kitua Cano. Now a mu edupa ye national for a MD Samanukusu San a Mano Gaba. Now we no few on my for non cassa so F4G or non cassa ne identify ne particulars and I say ni dean ni friend saying date of birth ni age ni current age ni na for us son ni na senate for bombe to megu so maintain as IGP na say some cost there na a door super papa. Na yes MPP no ko just sense mo ntwe mo bram da mu na as
to spend on government communication. So he's doing his work very, very, very well. Okay, let's go to the documents put out by Oliver Vomaho earlier today, explaining why he thinks Dampare has been sacked and why he thinks Dampare should be sacked and why he thinks Dampare should actually be investigated for crimes that he has committed against citizens of Ghana. See the letter. Okay, so it says, Dampare's undoing were 4 things. 1, the way he oversaw the brutal treatment of Democracy Hub protesters from Occupy Jilobi House to Stop Galamsey protests. This includes the way he set his sights on me, Oliver referring to himself, doing almost everything in his power to use the police force against me and other conveners. I believe in that. He was extremely used by the former regime. He was their lapdog and he delivered. No, Oliver, there you are wrong. Dampare was not used by the former regime. How many times did Nana Akufo-Addo not advise Dampare that stop this picture and do the work? How many times? How many times did interior ministers not call Dampare and say, listen, you have to focus on the work, and he gets angry? How many times did Dampare not fight with Henry Quartey? How many times? How many times was there not argument at national security meetings with the president chairing about Dampare's public conduct? How many times? How many times did national security meetings not stop to discuss Dampare's conduct and his obstinacy and his intransigence? How many times? How many? A lapdog for them. But let's move on. Oliver continues. Point 2. He says, the way Dampare empowered some criminal elements within the police PID. Those Dampare's people, that's what they were called. PID. Dampare came and set up another police for himself. And Oliver here is alleging that the way in which Dampare empowered these criminal elements within the PID, who committed crimes and had absolutely zero regard for due process, human life or justice. They committed crimes that even Duterte, who is before the Hague for crimes against humanity, will be shy to imagine. Everyone I know in the police hierarchy and rank and file were complaining about the abuses of the PID guys, but everyone treated them as untouchables because they were Dampare's own terror squad. This is true. Everybody in the police service, all of us who are in media, have been getting calls from 2019-20, when Dampare became the IGP, from 2021, I think it was 22 or so. That Dampare has a squad. He has a murder squad. They are killing people. Every policeman told all of us, if you complain about it, you get fired. Dampare was running a terror regime with the police and also allegedly pilfering their money. Dampare, he was doing that allegedly, pilfering their money. The police. Number 3 on Oliver. He says, his lies, which is Dampare's lies. I have never seen a more dishonest Bible-touting individual. Oliver here describes Dampare as a liar who is a very dishonest Bible-touting individual. Oliver wrote this early this morning, about 9 o'clock. It was up. By that time, the report of Dampare hadn't come. So clearly, Oliver knew that Dampare was going to be fired today. So, a few people knew. I mean, I didn't know. I just found out when the report came out. I didn't know. But it looks like some people knew. Okay. Let's move on. He comes second. Oh no, this one I don't want to read it. Oliver says that in Dampare's Bible dishonesty, he comes second to Kenneth Ofori-Atta. I won't read that one. Kenneth Ofori-Atta is a good man. Despite this, Oliver goes on. He went ahead curating PR event. This was our problem with him. Despite all his lies, his dishonesty, his allegedly funding a PID squad in the police service that was committing criminality, in spite of all of these allegations, Ekufu Dampare went ahead curating PR events of babies kissing his hand and creating such a PR-driven service to mask his extreme dishonesty. This is the thing that annoyed all of us. That Dampare's alleged dishonesty was being covered up by his PR gimmicks. How can an IGP say a camera should follow me that I'm going to buy cocoa in Katie? How low can you get? How bizarre can you get as an IGP? Parliament and is crying. How bizarre can you get? And you are the same person who is alleged to be funding criminal elements in the police, shooting and killing people. We are going to investigate all that. He will never get away with it. We'll teach him that this is a republic. It has rules, it has court, it has appeal, it has high court, and it has systems that work. So that anything that Dampare may have done that is illegal, that is criminal, is going to come to the fore. They are preparing the video. You will see the jubilation of the police. Today is truly the Police Independence Day. Now, number 4. Oliver says, Dampare's total disregard for other senior police hierarchy. He had his own clique and camp. Those he liked, he kept close. Those he didn't like, he felt it's apart. He was petty, vindictive, and just an extremely insecure man. Wow. Man. Wow. Dampare, petty, vindictive, and extremely insecure. He lacks confidence of himself. A police officer. He's always looking for how to gain something. You go and call small children that you are looking for how to gain something. You go and call small children that you are engaging with them, and that the camera should film it and put it out. That Dampare is that you're a pedophile. Will you be happy? IGP, you are engaging with small children, so that they film it and you show that you can come to the level of children. So you should be IGP. Today you have been sacked. He was petty, vindictive, and just an extremely insecure man. He was petty, vindictive, and just an extremely insecure man. I say good riddance. The man must rest for new blood to learn from where he failed. Shalom, Oliver. Shalom. That's Oliver Baka Vomahos. He says Dampare's undoing were 4 things. That is very, very important. Now, this evening, as the information is popping up that Dampare was going to be, so the drama started from around 3 o'clock. When all of us, our phones were buzzing, Charlie, what's happening, everybody's making phone calls, Then we are told that, look, there's some, let's do the age thing first. I'll come to this one. Then we are told that, hey, something is coming up. There's a research group that is bringing something up against Dampare. I think the research group in the police were trying to facilitate Dampare's speedy removal. So this came up. I'm going to read it. It's entitled, The Age of Ekufu Dampare.